Welcome back, First Hour Faithfuls, to yet another episode of the First Hour. This is the show where I, Colin Tanner from Video Games Are Dumb, and you, the legions of First Hour Faithfuls, take a look at the first hour of a recently released video game. So remember to like, subscribe, share, and bring the fire in the comments below for this episode, Kameo Elements of Power on the Xbox One. This is part of the Rare Replay Collection that you can purchase right now. $30, 30 games, amazing bargain. No denying that. You own an Xbox One, you like any of these games, do it. It's an incredible bargain. But is Kameo a highlight, a low light, or somewhere in between when it comes to this collection? Well, that's kind of an interesting story. You see, Kameo is really what... The history of Kameo is just kind of interesting because Grabbed by the Ghoulies came out, didn't really impress much of anybody except for maybe younger people that had an original Xbox, and people went, well, I don't know why Microsoft just spent $375 million on that company. Good luck with that. You paid all that money just for Grabbed by the Ghoulies. And so when the Xbox 360 was announced, Kameo was one of the very first titles revealed, and this was sort of what people said, oh, okay, so this is what Kameo's really doing. This is what it's all about. It wasn't that Grabbed by the Ghoulies thing. After all, that was sort of developed on the GameCube. This was developed exclusively for the Xbox 360, so this is exactly what Rare was meant to do. And it's a very strange opportunity for Rare because they would be the first of that generation, last generation. The Xbox 360 came out in 2005, 2 years prior to the Wii or PlayStation 3. They would be the first to show off what this system could do. They would be releasing Perfect Dark Zero and Kameo side by side, two Rare titles, which might sound a little bit ridiculous, but if you consider the company's history of releasing so many games within a year, I mean, you look at things like, was it like Banjo-Tooie, I believe, came out the same year as, or no, Conquer came out the same year as Perfect Dark, or they were just months apart. Kazooie, Tooie, GoldenEye, Donkey Kong 64, so many games, Blast Corps, so many games, all at once. The studio just cranked out unique, interesting titles. So Kameo is, for all intents and purposes, the real coming out party. We'll get to Perfect Dark Zero. I'll definitely be doing a video on that. Yes, Kameo. This is running on the Xbox One through Xbox 360 emulation. When you purchase the Rare Replay, it just downloads the game directly to your system. I don't believe it's on the disc at all, or at least it doesn't seem to be. So, let's see. Yep, they always invert their cameras automatically, or maybe that's because that's my settings on Xbox 360, and it just remembers that. Trolls look bad and smell worse, but boy, they sure did build some fine machines. Who knows? Blah, 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 blah.
High among the clouds, Kameo was bestowed with a fabled transformation magic. But her sister's jealousy released a dark shadow from our pasts.
Worth noting, this is full-blown English voice acting, a first for Rare.
Ancient conflict between the trolls and the elves. With her family held prisoner, Kameo is their only hope.
Personally, I'm voting against the trolls. Who likes trolls? Come on. Always trying to trick you on the internet.
Listen well, Kameo. Your power lets you transform into elemental warriors, and their abilities will help you reach the top of the castle and find your family. Your chill of...
Alright. Well, this is easy enough. For an Xbox 360 launch title, it still looks good. It still looks pretty damn good. That's pretty gross, though.
Now, Your pummelweed form can deliver quick jabs and uppercuts. Just
Alright. Obviously taking a little bit of influence from their Grab by the Ghoulies title, a beat 'em up in its own right. We have some bullet time for some reason. Alright, so now we are this. Open the door is open, press B to morph into a major ruin. Come here. Gotcha. Wow. Requires a lot to kill these guys. Do our little rush attack here. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. Alright, so I should be able to get up there with my charge. When you defeat trolls, you add your battle points, which are displayed at the top of the screen. Battle bonuses are awarded to those who are skillful in combat and will further increase your points when you dispatch an enemy. Make sure to practice varied and high-scoring battle tactics. You may well be rewarded for your efforts. I'm just going to go ahead and assume that those points unlock something. I never actually sat and played much of Kameo. It was a game that I rented once while working on Blockbuster, and that was it. Okay, so we gotta hit the B button, transform into a major ruin. Which one of these can I go? Oh, so we gotta go up here. Pretty interesting concept, you know, allowing Kameo to transform into these creatures and also, you know, having rooms designed around, you know, the advantages of these new generations of hardware, such as physics right here with the ball shape. Physics, of course, were very important in the PlayStation 2 and Xbox generation, but they were mostly based around the Havoc system. Alright, what do you guys say about this? Use pummelweed. Oh, okay. Pummelweed should take care of this guy. Aha! Yeah, the point system displayed over their head is very reminiscent of Grab by the Ghoulies' heart system. You can check out my video on Grab by the Ghoulies for a comparison there. I guess I'm gonna have to turn into... You can fling trolls high in the air with Cyclone. Yeah, well yeah. It's been telling me to do that the whole time. Okay. Whoops. She just loses a little bit of health. She's okay. Alright. This looks like it might be really awesome. Oh, gross. Can hurl it using Ultra. Use it as a club. You gotta use it as a club. That troll's got 180 health. This one's got 160. It's kind of funny, smacking them into the spikes. Reminds me a little bit of another game called Wild 9 that was available on the PlayStation 1. That was developed by another developer that kind of fell off the wagon. Shiny. If you guys remember Shiny at all. I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. They made Earthworm Jim. Oh, what am I doing? Why even bother with these spikes? See you later, jerk. Uh-oh. There we go. Oop. Oh, can just straight up throw things. That first person part's gotta be adjusted. Guess you can't change that. Let's get back to the ball shape so that we can go over here. I'm gonna go and transform into this thing. This thing seems to be the fastest for dispelling foes. If I had to guess, it looks like certain enemies have weaknesses to other creatures. So I'm gonna guess that this ice guy will probably be able to make the most of killing this fire guy. Just throw him off the stage. Your exit's unguarded, but getting up to it may be tricky. Don't be afraid to experiment with your abilities. Realize your potential is half the battle. Oh, and don't fall, for goodness sake. Huh, that's like the very first sentence that's really felt like something from a Rare game. Oops. Ups. Ups. Yay, I did it. Come here, you stupid creature. Yeah, now I got you. So that's my escape right there. Alright, it worked out. I was worried it was going to be a little overly touchy given that this is a launch title for a system. Those traditionally aren't very good when it comes to... Uh-oh. Come here. Just want to talk to you real quick. Oh god. It becomes a little unruly once you... Alright. Just gonna punch you. Oh wow! No! No! Can we talk for a moment about how this is yet another Rare game, just like Grabbed by the Ghoulies, that doesn't appear to include jumping? Basically what their entire backbone was for so long. Games that involve jumping. I mean, you could say the first-person shooters didn't have jumping, so I guess that's true, but... Come on. That's what they did. Wait a minute, did he say hover? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was already doing that, I just figured it was a glitch. Evil cannonballs filled with trolls. It's weird because to aim the camera while you're like this, you actually have to use the left stick. Whereas everywhere else you use the right stick. I guess you're aiming your attack, so... that probably has something to do with it. So let's take the ball. Can you tell that Europeans developed this game? Putting in this soccer element into the fighting system. This is actually kind of tricky. Did it just go over? It just went over. It didn't even... Oh my god. Alright. Well, that was brutal, apparently. You need to defeat all the roll trolls. Alright, that's A+ when it comes to names. Once they're down, use chill as ice break. Oh, okay. Oh my god. The storm attack's pretty useful. So we have the same system from Grab by the Ghoulies, which I was not a fan of, which is automatically locking onto the nearest enemy. Well, I didn't even kill him. That guy just knocked into me, but sure, I'll take the credit. Alright. Let's turn back into Kameo. Flip kick. Well, she can jump. She can hover. But she doesn't really have the same... What was that again? Alright, so I guess I need to turn into Hummelweed to use the creeper. No, apparently not. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong direction here. Yeah, there's still this enemy guy up here. I must have to face him somehow. Am I even supposed to be able to jump on that? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so just hit the gate with enough force. Got it. Okay, I didn't quite get that, but now I do. Double punch. If you double tap forwards. Okay. I don't know how to double tap forward an analog stick. What happened to that slow motion effect? Do I ever earn that again? Or was that just... Was that even supposed to happen? I have to wonder that now. Alright, turn to the blue guy. Do this thing. Well, I guess I gotta be the ball guy again. Or not. Do or don't. Okay. For some reason. This has more hearts in it, that's good. Get my health back a bit. Jeez, you know, right off the bat, this doesn't feel right at all. Like, you tell me, what makes more sense? a game where you play as Kameo, and you progressively fight these beasts and maybe earn their abilities, you know, and or a game where you just start off as all four. I mean, maybe we're edging towards the part of the game where she's going to lose her abilities. Maybe that's it. I mean, that's the only direction this game can go in. I can't imagine they're just going to let you have all four powers for the entire game. But at the same time, having all these tutorials for each of these creatures is, you know, it's a bit distracting then. Whoa! He reached for his throat. What the hell happened? You get strep at the last second? What was that? Oh, you punched me. My throat hurts. Trolls have lowered the tower that you need to climb. To raise it, you have to defeat them. Make sure you use what you've learned so far. Alright. Well, I've learned that this guy's way faster than everybody else. That's what I've learned. Learned that this is a super cheap attack. It's kind of insanely difficult to control. I guess I learned that the ice guy can fight these fire guys a little better. I've learned how to get used to some of the controls. It's weird. Sometimes you can't transform into the other creatures. And I really can't figure out why that would be. Oh, that slow motion thing's back. I suppose in a more difficult combat situation, this would mean something. But right now, it's just kind of like, yeah, I beat them all. These guys don't even look as strong as the other guys. Huh, they can hurt each other. That's kind of interesting. Even if that hurts me, it's just easier to do that attack. Oh, man. Come on. There we go. That combo just happens so often that it doesn't really feel like I'm doing anything. I mean, this is literally a decade-old game, but it's hard not to treat it more like a contemporary title, given that it's just last generation, but I really shouldn't. This is, jeez, pretty much a retro title. I guess it's been 10 years. Yeah. Cannot climb. Oh, I get it. Right. So, here we go. Whoa, hey. Well, I'm gonna kill you guys first, because that'll be cool. Holy crap. weird because it's like the right stick and drain when you're using strong abilities. The spirit bar will fill after. Wow, there's a spirit bar? Totally didn't even notice that. Yeah, look at that, spirit bar. What do you know? It's almost better not to use that combo because then they'll stay on their feet the whole time. And then you can keep attacking. I'm just staying in carnage non-stop, aren't I? Well, there we go again. Oh, these guys are just endless, aren't they? Okay. Never mind then. Wasn't really sure. Okay, neat combination. Give him that. He always holds his throat. It's so funny. Maybe he's just always imagining, he's like, my psychic told me I'd die when someone would slit my throat, so I just kind of went with it. I mean, these are neat ideas. You know, switching between powers quickly. That's kind of what you want in the game. Wow, that only takes off 20. He'll be fine. It's a small fall. Okay, he's dead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, random person. Alright, so this is boss time. We're gonna need something really interesting for this boss battle. Pick it up. Okay. You know, I just kind of knew that was gonna have a projectile element to it. Alright, like projectiles, eh? Huh, okay, cool. That means we have to come up with a brand new, aha! Perhaps one of these guys can help me out. There we go. No, that didn't do it either. Spikes, nope. This plant guy, not even close. Oh. Okay. So while he's like that, I can... I don't know. Charge right into his groin? No. Oops. Okay. Well, now we know. Oh, he's always vulnerable to that. So now I can grab him? No? Maybe do the ice storm? No? What the heck am I supposed to do here? It's gotta be something pretty creative. Unless I just have to drop these chandeliers on his head. I'm gonna assume I just have to drop the chandeliers on his head. Given how long he's out. Come on, let me switch over here. Uh-oh. Hope they have more chandeliers, huh? I'm screwed. Because there's exactly 3 of them. That follows the video game logic of 3s. Not the game 3s. Oh my god. Christ. Could use a better camera for this part. Sure, why not? Alright. It's funny too, because that's exactly what the some of the plants in Plants vs. Zombies do. I think even maybe the melee ones. So you gotta wonder where that idea came from. Oh, he can't do it right now. Nah, he's too fast for that. Come here. Oh, this camera. This camera's so bad. This camera's so bad. Why don't you just tell me what to do? Wait, I want to read that again. Well aimed shots. Okay. Well, that would lead me to believe that perhaps because he has a glass jaw? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's it. That's all it is. I guess it wasn't the chandeliers after all. Well, I guess it plays better now. But I can't help but feel like it just feels like something else was meant to happen there. That's just an assumption. I have no proof. Obviously. If Kameo's gonna go see her family, she needs to be in her regular old fairy form. Oh my god, it's the genie from Aladdin. He ain't taking no guff. I called it. Bear! Bear! What exactly is her plan? Alright, what are you gonna do to him? What's gonna happen? They're gonna disappear? Turn to zombies? What do you got? Or nothing. You could always do nothing. Magic, the elusive trickery that changed... Okay. Load times are better in this version than they were on the 360, obviously.
Finally awake, are we?
Where am I?
Your battered and broken body was found by the castle servants and brought to my hut. It took all my power and skills to bring you back from the brink of death. Do you know who I am, child?
Left over from Star Fox Adventures?
Yes, I know who you are. The Mystic. One of my mother's royal advisors.
I like how the little faces talk as well, for no reason.
Would you like to explain why you stormed an enemy castle without the whatnot?
Because I didn't have time to sit around and wait for some old book to be repaired.
You were warned. If you ventured too far from the whatnot, your power over the elemental warriors would be weakened. But did you listen?
What would you have done if your family was kidnapped by a horde of trolls? I had to try and rescue them.
And yet all you succeeded in doing was to lose every elemental warrior your mother passed on to you.
So my prediction was correct.
What to do? Callus was torturing the ancestors, and I tried to command my warriors to stop her. But before I even blinked an eye, this massive troll caught me off guard.
A massive troll? It is worse than I feared. Thorn, king of the trolls, has somehow been awakened. And there is only one who possesses the power to do so.
Callus. Why would she have betrayed us so completely?
For power.
Her name is Callus. What were you
And with
expecting?
Thorn at her side, she may yet get what she desires.
I will do everything I can to stop them and to save my family. But without any elemental warriors, I'm doomed, aren't I?
There is still
She
hope.
just like slips into a New Zealand accent out of
You must
nowhere.
convince the wizard Ortho that you are still worthy of the whatnot. And
Listen to her. She's like normal, and then towards the end of her sentences, she'll be New Zealander. Listen to her.
Silly me. I mean, you need that book in order to set things right.
I promise I won't fail, Mystic.
Very.
Oh, not a good example. Not a long enough sentence.
Warrior trainer, you may enter now.
Follow me, if you please. I will take you to Ortho.
Go. We have no time to waste.
Classic rare. Just like Grabbed by the Ghoulies, you can just beat up anybody for no good goddamn reason. Whoa. What's going on? Down is now up. Oh, did she put a spell on me? Is that what's going on? Because right is left, left is right. Now I'm normal again. Hold on, did she actually put a spell on me? That's so rad if she did. Nope, controls are still normal. Yep. Yep. She put a spell on me. That is so cool. That's old school rare right there. That's funny. Interesting music too. Very reminiscent of their classic titles. My family betrayed me. The power was my birthright. And now I'll never get my hands on it. I'll show those fools what betrayal means. I guess she did. I mean, she could always show them a dictionary, but, you know, why not murder people along the way? Very pretty. Nice art design here. This is what I would expect from a rare tile. You can see that they're showing off their strengths right here. Even though they never really made any fantasy games. They always were storybook-ish. Yeah, you can see a lot of ideas here. A lot of cool character designs. Yeah, advanced technique, your map can be toggled. Okay. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm sorry, but she's just too undisciplined to work with. Paid absolutely no attention to me when I told her she wasn't ready to attempt a rescue, and nearly got killed as a result.
I still believe she has potential. Let me at least test Kameo and see how she fares before you pass your final judgment.
Sure, sure. Floating books, open doors. Got it.
Kameo, I've been waiting for you. Please come.
Alright, let's talk to him.
You will not survive what is to come without Ortho's assistance. Unfortunately, he feels you lack the type of control, a power as awesome as the transformation magic requires. But there still may be a way to change his mind. An ancient test of skill, handed down from one warrior trainer to the next. And let us
Yes.
begin. First, let's see how observant you are. Try taking a look around.
Isn't it a bit late for this kind of tutorial? I mean, you're teaching me how to use the right stick now? Yeah.
Good.
Oh!
You center your gaze on the 4 torches. You can also focus your gaze. Not bad. You may return to moving on.
Alright, so I might have been a little
Hovering will get you over
too
obstacles and small
critical
rocks.
right there.
Try hovering for me now. Prove to me you've got the hang of it by hovering around this hut for a few seconds.
Good animations on the hover.
You may land again. Never forget. Here's something a bit more advanced. Try your flip kick attack on me. Don't worry, I won't hit back.
And stupid witch did.
Again. But this time, use the pumpkin as your target. One kick a day is more than enough for me.
Alright, Bearland Cameo.
Excellent. Here's a little reward for you. Runes like this can be spent in any shop in the land. Perfect. I'd say you deserve a little break. Move over to the elixir bottle and interact with it to drink it.
So is that like health or something? Oh wow, more health. Increase my health.
You'll notice that your health bar increases with each elixir you...
Enough. You've made your point, old friend.
No one's gonna explain that?
So, you've returned from Thorn's castle with your...
Oh, that's normal. That's fine.
I must admit that I was skeptical of your abilities, but anyone who can pass the trainer's tests must be worthy of holding this, the Whatnot book.
Wait, talking in third person?
Long ago, it served as a vessel for the elemental warriors of legend. And along with the element of power, it's one of 2 artifacts needed to control them. The Whatnot will also keep a record of your journey. You can read it as we travel.
Is it just me, or are these the types of colors you just don't see in video games very often? Just these shades of purple. Like, I just don't see any games using these. Or, you know, across the whole screen.
Hide the book for the time being. It's obvious that you won't be able to rescue your family without my advice. If you get stuck, turn the pages until the book is closed, and then press this button to talk with me. Well, I suppose you'll get the hang of things. as
Yes,
go.
we will.
Now, we'd better go and see the mystic. Put the book away, and we'll get going.
What are you gonna do, old man? Right? What are you gonna do? Bet you wish you didn't teach me this.
I have some information for you. Check the Whatnot to see it.
Alright, open up.
Collecting elemental fruit will enhance your warrior's abilities.
Alright. Thank you. Can I kick this? Oh, you can't break these? What about this? I can totally break that. Really? That's a shame. Especially grabbed by the ghoulies let you break so much stuff. That's very pretty, and I think if you bought an Xbox 360 and somebody comes over and sees your brand new HD television in 2005 and sees a game looking like this, they would be impressed.
I'm always here in the Whatnot to help you.
Please stop talking to me, whatnot. I'm already back talking to the same witch, or whatever her name was.
Mystic, I've got the Whatnot, and Ortho says it's fully repaired.
Took him long enough to fix it.
If you want to talk about long, then take a look at your snout in the mirror.
Did you say?
Sorry, the pages sometimes muffle my voice. I asked if you could wave your magic wand and find the missing elemental sprites.
It's a crystal eye. And I've already used it to divine their location. They're trapped inside the Shadow Trolls.
The Shadow Trolls? Quite preposterous. Those were hunted down and sealed away by Kameo's ancestors long ago. In fact, you were the one who convinced Fina to do it.
Hold it. I heard legends of the Shadow Trolls, but why do you keep mentioning these elemental sprites?
Ah, you see. When the whatnot was damaged, severely I might add, which is why it took me so long to fix it.
When it was damaged, the book could no longer hold the elemental warriors, and they reverted to their physical forms, the elemental sprites.
The sprites resemble tiny woodland creatures, and they're quite vulnerable without the power of the whatnot. However, if you can return them to the book, you can once again manifest into their true warrior form.
This sounds like a pyramid
To do
scheme.
that, you first have to rescue them from the Shadow Trolls. I only hope you've learned enough.
My family
It's like
once.
Rare just
I'll try
swapped
to do it
out
again.
collectibles
Show me what
with
you can of
objectives.
these things.
You know what I mean? Ew, no, no. This is a pretty cool design. What exactly am I looking at here? So, the shadow creature's eating a bug's life?
From the Shadow Realm, and must return every so often to replenish. One of the portals to their undead lands is in the woods near here. Enter it, and you are bound to come across a Shadow Troll.
Okay then, let's go do that. Is this it? Do I go in here? Right? Maybe kick that? No? Do I go outside? Oh, okay, yeah, there we go. Convenient.
If you'd like some advice, talk with me through the Whatnot book.
All these years I've screamed out from my little sister's shadow, but not even the loading screens can depict my pain. Alright, well, you know, I'm scared, in general.
Trolls are formidable enemies. Physical attacks won't be able to harm it. What we need is some light energy.
Okay, well I guess I can't go near there either. What is going on here?
Look
So,
there.
I beat...
If you defeat that lost soul, you can absorb its energy.
This is getting overly complicated, don't you think?
Now, walk into the light energy to absorb it. You can blast it back at the Shadow Troll, so aim carefully.
What? That's a good thing this guy just comes back. Walk into the light. Aim it and throw. Oh, okay. No, not good enough. So it's not really just aim and throw, it's literally aim the body, not the view. Hey, 2005, I guess we didn't know that.
Like some advice, walk with me through the Whatnot.
Well, as long as they're happy together, that's all that matters. Yeah, I remember it. It wasn't that cool.
You recognize this elemental warrior.
Of course I will.
Old companion Pummelweed.
Right.
Next, assign Pummelweed to one of your morph buttons.
I
If
guess
you're
to do
already
X.
in there, you'll be able to transfer the information page. Contains a list of a warrior's techniques. You can advance techniques are new or upgraded attacks for your warriors. In order to use them,
Oh.
we've
Okay.
restored one elemental warrior, but the others may not be so easy to track down. I suppose it's time for another visit to that overbearing mystic.
Yeah, that's the thing that's overbearing, the Mystic. Can you believe that? I unlocked the Uprooter. Remember the Uprooter? It's where you went into the ground, and then you jumped up. And so how do they display that you have this ability? They just show the fucking Pummelweed just going, ah, ah, instead of, like, showing the move, you know? Instead of showing exactly what the move is, you know? Just show the Pummelweed celebrating that he has this move. Not showing it off, you know? Okay. Okay. Whatever. Because, just for the record, this is the Uprooter. I just figured that they would show it off. Alright. Transform back into Kameo because she's way faster. Go right in here.
Did you slay the beast?
Like you, Mystic, it wasn't pretty, but
But I did what was necessary.
Very good. Now, just give me a moment, and I'll locate the next shadow trawl.
Wait, have you learned anything new regarding Thena or the others?
Unfortunately, no. But the quicker you retake all the elemental sprites from the shadow trolls, the sooner you'll command the power you need to save your family.
don't be such a witch, you witch. Use the sight to find out how they fare.
Fine. Let me gaze into the eye and see what I can see.
Oh. Hmm. Same animation as before. Yeah, what even happened to these people? I just saw, like, lightning. That explains nothing. Nothing.
It's Hallis. He's being taken to a temple hidden in the deep and dark depths of the Forgotten Forest. The lair of an ancient demon so horribly powerful it
I'm just really distracted by Cameo's hip animation.
Now, I assume you'll want to try
And
to save
shift.
Reaching the Forgotten Forest will be a dangerous journey.
These are spinal
and
issues,
one
not
that
your
only
hip
you can
problems.
make. But I will take you as far as the Badlands.
Then lead the way, noble trainer.
Well, we are reaching the end of this video. And, well, you know, this is probably the environment that we should leave Kameo on. This right here. It's a nice way to look at the game. Okay. That's going to do it for this episode. Do I recommend Kameo Elements of Power? Like I've said already on every single one of these videos, the rare replay is $30. You get 30 games. You get ZX Spectrum games, you get Xbox 360 games, you get Nintendo 64 games, you get NES games, you even get an original Xbox game. Do I recommend Kameo elements of whatever it is, of destruction, whatever it is. I already forgot the title. No. It feels weird and disjointed, and that it doesn't feel like this is Rare's kind of game. This looks like Rare's kind of game. But it's the whole opening with storming a castle and destroying all this stuff. I doubt Microsoft was like, this is what we want, but I get the feeling that Rare almost wanted to be, to show that they could do other things besides what they were known for. Unfortunately, that castle sequence was just confusing and weird and just felt like a beta of something else that didn't quite click, and all these transformation abilities. It was so much information at once, and long. The sequence was long for what it was. And now, now it's already going back and getting other creatures. Maybe the game gets better. But just based off of the first hour, no. Absolutely not. I'm sure this game has its fans. But, going back to this objectively, and I went into this with an open mind. I don't want to give any sort of wrong impression. Yeah, I remember the mixed reviews when it came out, but launch titles, I think, have their own charm, even if they're simple. And because these are both parts of the Rare Replay, I would like to kind of compare it and contrast it with Grabbed by the Ghoulies, which this game takes borrows a lot of elements from when it comes to the combat. The way you grab the enemies, the way that they have the health thing over their head. Grabbed by the Ghoulies understood what it was, and it might not be the most inspirational game. It might not be the most exciting title, but it knew what it was. It was small. It was small focus. You just do this thing. And, was it amazing? It was okay. Like I said in the other video, something we probably wouldn't be talking about unless Rare made it. And I can't help but feel the exact same way about Kameo, but much worse. Because while Grabbed by the Ghoulies limited its focus, and understood that its gameplay wasn't going to be able to, it wasn't going to be this epic title. Kameo seems to be trying too much. It just seems bloated already with all these abilities and powers and big epic wars and explosions and castles, and you're climbing up stuff, and it just doesn't seem that that's what Rare is really good at. It just this was the very first game that I don't believe the Stamper brothers had anything to do with, and or very, very little involvement. Whereas Grabbed by the Ghoulies, they were still there when it was being developed as a GameCube title, and this just throws so much at you at once, and really just the focus seems all over the place. These elemental powers, you look at something like Banjo-Kazooie, where it's just these two characters and they flip back and forth. And that works really well. But for the most part, there's that one character. It's always going to be Banjo, and Kazooie's going to be the side character. Whereas this, it's like, all four viable options given the circumstances, and sometimes you'll swap back and forth from them. I mean, these are good ideas, but something that might be more suited to like a smaller independent title, like a 2D title. That's the vibe that I get. And instead, it's just this like Lord of the Rings fantasy fable wannabe, and it just doesn't feel right. Like, this really doesn't feel like a Rare game, and that's really, it's funny because I've played all the games so far, and even Grabbed by the Ghoulies, as distant as it is from like their previous titles, like Donkey Kong 64 or Blast Corps. It still has that DNA of like Blast Corps and Jet Force Gemini, but this just feels like it could have been anybody. This feels like some sort of THQ project, like it doesn't resemble Rare, and yeah, it's not a good game. That's not to say it's a bad game. It's just a below average game. It's a launch title for the 360, and it shows. There's no denying it. It's too many ideas, too quick, and none of them really stay with you. But that's going to do it for this episode of The First Hour. Remember to like, subscribe, bring the fire in the comments below. Share this with your friends. And I will see you for the next first hour. Thank you for watching.